because sitting in placements, a nice CV person will always get a placement. The first interview, second technical interview, and my HR round, they were on the same day. I applied, sometimes I was not able to clear, sometimes I got rejected.
So weren't you nervous?
First meeting with Mr. Shyam sir was, you are here in the college to grab placement.
What should we do so that we can make a profile like yours?
He used to call us in every 2 to 3 days, ask. I wasn't even expecting.
Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Decoding Success, a podcast series by iOS Club. So today we are having a special chief guest from our own university who has secured the highest placement within our college. And I welcome you, Mr. Vishu Kalia. And he has secured 56 LPA package within Zomato. Firstly, I would just a huge congratulations to you for having such a great achievement. And I would just like how do you feel now? Like कैसा लग रहा है? How your family and friends reaction? What was it?
It was like when I first secured this much placement, I called my home, like, mom and dad, I have secured 56 LPA. They were literally shocked. Like in a fresher, when you're a fresher, you never expect to get this much package because company always looks for experience. Company एक आपका एक experience देखती है हमेशा. They always find something in you, then only they will give you this much of package. So I knew that I would be able to grab a good placement. मैं 4 साल पढ़ा हूँ, I practiced, I studied 4 years thoroughly, but I never thought I would expect this much. So it was a big achievement. Like it was
Yeah,
shocking.
obviously, yeah.
It was
It
shocking.
is a big achievement for our college as well as you.
Yeah.
So the next thing I would just ask you like how your journey started within this college. Like, can you just give a walkthrough like how your journey was within the college from the beginning, from the first year?
Yeah, sure. So it was my integrated MTech when I joined in 2021. It started from September 2021, where I had my first subject, specifically maths and chemistry. I'm not good at maths, frankly speaking. Even in my 10th and 12th, I used to fumble a lot. But then it started with computer science. In first year, I met a few faculties who motivated me to do DSA, solve questions on DSA, start doing lead code and stuff. So from first year, I got a little bit of orientation that yes, you have to do DSA and you have to maintain a little CGP. I always thought that above 8 and above 8.5 would be enough. But then when I met a few seniors, they said ki try to reach 9. So it is true that yes, you have to attain a 9 CGP. So in second year I started pushing CGP more. But then in third year there's like always a change. In every year you have to either focus on one thing and then you have to shift to other. Like if you are doing academics, you cannot do coding simultaneously. So it happened like for when the midterms came for 15 months, for 15 days, it was entire a break. I only used to do academics. Then as soon as the midterm got over, I started doing with the coding again. So that was how I got with the first year and second year. And then in third year, I did one internship at ISRO and then 1 year internship at Omdena, where I developed some projects. Omdena was an international community, so I get to know like how people interact. So my communication skills got better and better. That was one of the main reasons I got this package, because even if you know you're not able to answer correctly, then you might not secure such a good placement. So even if you have knowledge, the very first thing is you should be able to express it in the right way. You must be able to show that yes, I know this much and I'm still exploring. That mindset you have to develop. So that I developed in my 4 years. That was the main reason.
So usually what happens like when students come to the college, they have different aspirations. Like some want to enjoy over and different like initially even seniors used to say like just enjoy within your first second year. So did you really have that mindset or you just came over like with a proper guidance or proper mindset that I have to do this, you have planned something? Or like within time like you moved away like what to do, what not to do. You just figured it out with time.
It was more of a mixed feeling. Like everyone says that college life एक ही बार आती है. College life is always only a one-time achievement. Like in school, school life is always once, and even college life was also once. So in school I enjoyed thoroughly. In college I enjoyed my first year complete. Like studied a little as well, but I enjoyed my first year. It was online mode, so everyone knows what happens in online mode. We most of the time open classes and speak, so that is not to mention. But in second year, I met a few faculties like Abataledi, Officer. I haven't studied from every faculty, but a few faculties which I met, they motivated me. Like study and grab good placement because that is the main thing you are here for. Yeah. See, in the end, you want a degree and a good package. So all these, these things becomes in the side. They come at the side front, not at the front seat. So in my second year, I started practicing DSA majorly. I was fluent in computer science in 10th from class 6th to class 12th. I was an ICSE board. So in my class 8th, 9th and 10th, they used to teach me Java. So I was like fluent enough. So I paid a little less attention in my first year that yes, I am fluent in coding. I will manage it up in my second year most probably. So in first year, I worked only in academics. And from second year, when the real subjects came, like operating system, database management, web security, so in these I focused. And even in interviews as well, they don't ask you mathematics, they don't ask you English, they don't ask you chemistry, they ask computer science. So that was the main subjects on which I focused. So in second year, I developed the mindset that yes, now I need to focus more on computer science. So in second year, third year, and fourth year, in my 5 years journey, second, third, and fourth year, I practiced solely on DSA and development.
You just told now like you have done ISRO internship. Like many of the students, like they just run away for fake internships and all. So and they don't like do skills and they just focus on internships. By any way, somehow they want internship. They don't just focus over skills. And your ISRO internship, obviously, it's a good opportunity, and like many students demand for it. It is a good demand. So, what was your experience, and what would you just like to tell students who are not getting internships right now at this point of time?
Okay, so in that case, if a person or student is not able to grab an internship, it means he's lacking in skills. He's lacking in skills. So what you need to do, you need to first calm down a little. Give 1 to 2 months, practice on your weak spots where you're lacking, and then try again. Because it's not like that companies or internships will only open in July, then you have to wait for another 1 year. No. Like in ISR itself, the internships are open for an entire year. If one company is opening an internship in July, there's some other company who might open the internship in, let's say, August. It's never like there's only 1 month of internship period, only then you can apply, rest you cannot apply. No, not like this. So if you are not able to grab an internship, you are not able to qualify the interview, you're not able to qualify the assessment, it means you have to practice on your skills a little more. But don't go for fake internships. Because even if you add them to a resume, first thing it would be guilt.
Yeah.
And second thing, if you are caught, that would be a big penalty.
Right, right,
That would be the worst.
right.
Because sometimes the not sometimes most of the times the internships are authenticated. When you join the company, they verify. They sometimes even call to a particular company that whether he has worked or not. And if you are putting a fake value, it won't add anything to a resume. So that was the main thing. Never do a fake internship. If you are want an internship, practice, learn some skills, and then apply again. Because life is always, you can say, ups and downs.
Sounds right.
It's never a stagnant.
Right.
So that is how you can do.
And moreover, what I have like known about you, and we had all earlier also we had a talk. So I just got to know like you are having, other than academics, you are into clubs and all, R&D department, right, in blockchain and all. So like many of the students have, you also even participated within hackathons also, right? Many of the students have issues like they totally either focus on academics or either they focus totally on skills, but they don't just go over these things, extracurricular activities. So how important it is like within your development, overall development, clubs as well as hackathons.
I would highly recommend join clubs. I would highly recommend. Whether it would be blockchain club, iOS club, AI club, join any club, whichever you feel free. Specifically tech. Because at that point, let's say suppose you are in blockchain club. Every person who is joining blockchain club at least knows something about blockchain. And there is discussion going on. If you are joining iOS club, every person in the club knows at least something about iOS or Swift programming or any other thing. They know. So even if you are newcomer, you will get to know opinions of many. First thing. Second thing, you gain connections. And third thing, you get to know how to work in an environment. Because when you are joining a company, it's not like you are working alone. It would be a team. Some person might have one opinion, other person might have another opinion, the third person might have a conflicting opinion. So how to put them together on a common ground, how to work forward, that is the main thing that teaches you clubs. Clubs, I would say clubs are not just clubs, they are small organizations in the university itself. So join them. You will get to know about tech skills, you will get to know connections, you will get to know how to work in a team. Secondly, do hackathons in third and the fourth year. Because doing hackathons too early is not beneficial. Because frankly speaking, you might not get shortlisted, you might not go to the final rounds, and just adding that I was a participant in this hackathon is not any value in your, it doesn't add any value. So best would be to join hackathons in third and the fourth year. Until then, join clubs, form teams, meet like-minded people, and then use with those people you can form a team and go on a hackathon. That is the best way to go. That is how even I did. I was in AI club for 1 year. I even like worked in iOS club for some duration and have been for in blockchain club for more than a year. So that I made community, and with them I go and participate in hackathons.
Yeah, so basically, though both are very important within
Yeah.
your career development.
Yes.
So now, as we know right now, I guess everyone knows that CGPA is very important. As even recession is there, so we need to focus on your academics. It's very important. So I would just like to ask, like, how did you make a balance of both CGPA as well as like academics, as well as your coding part? Like usually, what happens like students either I said now they totally get to one side, and at last they just ask, we are getting high CGPA, but still we are not getting placements, and we are getting good skills, but we are still not CGPA is not high. So how did you balance those things?
So yes, CGP matters.
Yeah.
Like what happens is even in placement, like if let's say you know very good programming, but your CGP is not good enough. See, if you are studying in placements, a nice CGP person will always get a preference. It doesn't matter like whether he knows or not. Like it doesn't matter what he is in comparison to you. In terms of academics, he pushed across 9, so he will get more chances. In that case, CGP matters, because if you get chances, then only you can grab. Because if not given any chance, you cannot grab anything. So CGP matters. Now coming how to maintain, that is the main thing, because it never usually people don't do. And when midterms come, what I used to do, focus only on academics. And specifically, the very first thing that students don't do, they miss classes a lot. That should not happen, because every faculty is giving his 1.5 hour to you teaching something. Sit in class. If you don't want to make notes, it doesn't matter, you just listen. Because even if you are listening, at the back of the mind, something would be in your head. Yeah. So when you are writing exams, when you're preparing for exams, it would be less stressful. Because I have seen students, even my batchmates as well, they would start in the last day, and from morning 10 a.m. till next morning 4 a.m., 420-hour cycle they used to study non-stop. That puts a lot of pressure, because you cannot learn each and everything at one point. So best would be attend classes, even if you are like not writing anything, not listening, just sit. Something or the other in the end, after 1.5 hour, some words will still be in your mind. And, and that is the best thing. And in the night, when you are in your hostel after lunch or after dinner at any point, give 2 to 3 hours dedicated to programming. I'm not saying you have to do data structures. You can do iOS development, you can do Flutter, you can do Spring Boot, you can do Merge, do anything that you like. Because one thing is, there's one very famous proverb: curiosity beats intellect. or other inheritance. Curiosity, like even if you have skills which are inherent, you have inborn skills. But if you are curious, you are learning something new and every day, you will beat that person. So it's not like if one person is getting good placement, it means he was good at programming from inborn, yeah, from very beginning. It doesn't happen that way. He gained those skills over time, or she gained those skills over time. So give 2 to 3 hours dedicated in anything you like. Like it's not about coding if you're developing any skill, whether it would be more music or whether it would be sports, you have to give time and daily till you are able to reach a certain level. So in that case, give time to your skills, and that is how you have to maintain because you have if you have good CGP but you don't know skills, you again won't get placed. And you have skills but not CGP, you won't get chance to get placed. That is the thing.
Yeah, I will surely follow this. Even for my placements, it would be good. So next, now coming on to the main thing, like what was the Zomato recruitment process? What from the initial till the end, like till you got the offer letter. So like, how were your expressions? How did you feel? What was the process? I just wanted to know it like completely.
Yeah, sure. So the process of Zomato was similar to most of the companies. There were a few unique things that I'll surely tell you. The very first was they released the form through the placement office that yes, you have to fill the form in which they ask the basic details of 10th, 12th, your resume, and the very first important thing, the rating of code forces. Yes, code forces rating they asked specifically, like if you're a competitive programmer or not, they wanted to ask. So then in after the screening was done, all over around 300 plus students were taken from the entire 4 campuses who were given the chance for the online assessment in which they asked, it was of 2.5 hours, 3 programming questions and around 20 MCQs, 20 to 16 without negative marking, in which they gave database management, operating systems, the core concept subjects, and that I cracked. And then after 2 days, I had my interview, and all 3 interviews of mine, the first interview, the second technical interview, and my HR round,
Yeah,
they were on the same day.
same day.
Same day, just half an hour gap. Like my first interview was at 3:15 to 4:15. Second one was 5 to 6. The last one was 7:30 to 8.
So weren't you nervous? Like all of a sudden.
I wasn't even expecting. Like usually what happens is when your first interview is cleared, it usually gives you around 12 hours or 24 hours to prepare for our next interview. But they were in quite quick in that process. Like yeah, they were like we want to take these candidates as quick as possible because they what I believe is at that point there was a rush. So they took my second interview as well on the same day and a third interview as well on the same day. And as per the interviews, they asked data structures, low level design, and system design from me. The main thing was the most unique thing in freshers. The company never asked a low level of system design, but for me they asked because that was what I mentioned in my resume that I am expert in low level design system design. So they specifically asked questions like how would you perform caching? What would be load balancing? How would you maintain this? How would you maintain that? Theoretical questions and then code. And in the end, the Zomato was slot one company. So the result of slot one is released in a group. Like there are 7 to 8 companies and they release their result together. So after 1.5 week, I got my name in that, and then offer letter came after another week. So that was like entire a high peak of adrenaline rush, like whether I would be shortlisted or not. And when in the mail came that my name was written there, I was like, wow. I knew,
Unexpected, right? I
uh,
expected. What was
I
it?
was a little bit of expected. I expected
As you have
that
worked hard, obviously, like you have done all the interviews, right? And you have given the paper, right? So obviously, somewhat confidence must be in, but still, everyone has somewhat.
yes, in the end there was some hesitation, like whether I would be shortlisted or not, I would be selected or not. I was a little bit affirmative that yes, I might be selected. But when the final result came, I was sure like yes, now everything is over.
It's a very good thing because this confidence only comes after a lot of practice and your sweat and pain, whatever consistency. It's not like piece of cake like everyone can get that confidence. And Coming on to next thing, like as you know, Shyam sir is always like there for students, he is always helping. And what was the support from your placement cell? Like how did it help you uh, throughout, like from like his third year, and how did it help you?
When I was in my fourth year, specifically, first meeting with Mr. Shyam sir was in my before my internship period, and then he came. He motivated us the very first thing that you are here in the college to grab placement. You have 6 months left. Grab, learn whatever you want, learn what all you want to do, but come prepared because in February the companies are gonna come, and if you're not prepared, then it would be a big mess. So in February 20th, around the first company started came. I guess it was Intel. Then so on and so forth, many companies. I got placed in around July. So it was around 7 months where I waited. I applied. Sometimes I was not able to clear. Sometimes I got rejected because of some reasons. Sometimes I didn't apply because the company was not up to my expectations, what I wanted. Like sometimes what happens is companies coming for the cyber security role, but I am a software developer. So going into that company would be problematic for me
There
because
is no point also like for further things.
yes, because in that I have to learn cybersecurity from very scratch. I have to again invest a large amount of time and then I have to outperform those people who are already in that field. That would be a big problem. So now coming to that placement, it was yeah, they were very supportive because I haven't seen in any university where they give you weekly tests. They judge you every week, like whether you are improving or you are going down.
The progress report was very
Yes,
continuous. Yeah.
weekly progress report and weekly personality check and mental check. He used to call us around in every 2 to 3 days, ask like whether you have any problem, show me your resume, where you are applying, what is the reason you are not getting shortlisted. He used to give us tips, like sometimes almost every day. Do this. He used to give us questions in mails. He used to give us advice in mails. Do not feel heartbroken. I'm with you. Giving all types of support, emotional, mental, and moral support. He, especially Shyam sir, he helped me in tremendous ways.
And overall mentor, guide, everything,
Yes,
right?
everything. Placement office and even the other team, the entire placement office, they help me in one way or the other. Like sometimes if Shriram sir was not there, there were other faculties, Dr. Anirban sir, Markandan sir, Akshara ma'am, many other who helped me like tell me your doubts, they will resolve. So it was a very good and neat overall journey for me.
Like usually students complain regarding these things, but I guess the issue is like you said, you have to be prepared enough. When you go there, you should be prepared. Then you won't feel any like discomfort there.
Because see, there is one thing. University wants good placements. Yeah. That is true. Right. So if you're not prepared, either they'll give you time, but if you're not prepared by that time, they'll scold you. They'll use each and every means necessary to
Right.
get you placed.
Right.
And that is a good thing
Good thing, obviously.
because going unplaced from university is not of any value.
Pointless.
It's pointless.
Yeah.
Like why didn't you even you did your degree then? So that is the main thing. That if you are prepared enough, it's very smooth. But if you're not prepared enough, the ride is gonna be bumpy, but in the end, you'll still make it. So that is how.
Like yeah, right now I'm in my third year, and even I sometimes get demotivated. Like I even didn't have my first internship yet, and not just me, like my whole batch, as well as your batch, 22 students batch, they also just get demotivated and they stop doing work. They just stop. Like they might be going good, but at a point they just get stopped. They feel like they are getting nowhere. Like the immediate result they are expecting, they are not getting that. So what would you like advise them? Like how do they handle that pressure, and how could they just overcome that rejection fear?
That is major thing because see placement or getting a good package or getting a job is more of a emotional torture rather than a physical or mental. Because you see human tendency is to judge. Whenever we are friends or whenever we are in a group, we usually judge each and everyone, like whether he is better than me or he is not better than me or he is below me. So what happens sometimes, the person which you expected to not be of much worth, he gets much better placement. That happens because what I mean to say is, you are not God or you are not perfect. Luck does play a role. Even your judgment might not be correct because you might be seeing him, he is jumping and playing, but at the night he might used to study. You cannot know, so you cannot judge. So the only thing that a person can do is judge yourself. Look at your past or your previous day, see for your current, like whether you have improved or not. If you have improved, that means you're on the right track. And never feel demotivated, like if there's one person who is getting placed, why, even if I have studied so hard, I'm not getting placed. So it happens. Your time will come, definitely. It might be a little late or little too soon to get worried. So never hesitate, never feel demotivated or deprived, like how will I do this, how will I do that. Never think. Only thing is what you are putting into, what are your efforts. If your efforts are justified, you are satisfied that yes, what I have done today is to the best, you'll always grab something very good.
Perspective of yours. The next is like right now you must be like going through LinkedIn, like student post daily. Like I'm just talking about just my fellow mates. Like they even have sometimes they get underconfident that everyone is doing something. They are posting daily. Even some of the students are posting fake content. I know I've seen people who don't like show fake content, but yeah, they know much more better. So that fear, they just create in their own mind that everyone is going too fast and I'm just slow enough. So like even I was thinking about it at a point, like vacations were there. Like even I got that point, like in within LinkedIn, like everyone is posting, they are doing something. There is a comparison, like there is a race. So what do we do there? Like I just want you to just clear all of them. Like it's not about race. Like you do what you're doing. I just want that. So what would you say about that?
Yes, definitely. So people post LinkedIn daily. See, currently I should not say, but LinkedIn is becoming more of an Instagram, because like students usually what do, whatever they are doing daily, they are posting, whether that content is relevant or not. It happens. Like sometimes I have even seen posts of not college students, but many professionals as well. They are sitting on a beach, clicking a photo and then posting it, and then writing some story. Please don't do that. That is just content creation. If you're posting on LinkedIn, post something useful. Yeah, useful or professional. Post something like that. So, and even again, that fake internships. If you are doing fake internship, it won't add any value because you won't learn. Second thing, if you are caught, that would be a real massacre. If you are caught, that would be a real massacre.
So I would surely say beware of fake internship.
Yes, and even there are many, like even on LinkedIn, if you are applying, sometimes some scams are there
Right.
who say give us this much
Pay
amount of
us
money,
and we'll get you.
yeah, and we'll get you internship. Never. Internships are there to pay you. They are not here to ask money from you. The very first thing. Right. Secondly, internships are for experience, and it would be best if you are able to get an internship either from a startup or from a Fortune 500 company, but go on site. Because if it's an on-site internship, you will surely learn something. Because sometimes what happens in remote internships, even if you are doing work, you won't get that feeling, like whether I'm working in a company or not. Again, that environment, that's the main thing. So you have to try to get an on-site internship. That would add much more value and experience to you. That is the best thing I can do. Specifically a third and a fourth year before placements.
So like now even we as a third year student, as well as second year, as well as first year, everyone is now whenever he comes to college is concerned about like what to do now, what not to do. So, like even they idolize people. Even I idolize you, like yeah, really. So I would just like right now, right at the current situation, current scenario, from now onwards, what should I and even my fellow mates, even my other university mates, what should we do like so that we can make a profile like yours?
In that case, huh, That is a thing that I should answer. If you are in your second year, third year, or you are fresher,
I would say if you could just split it up like for from the first, second, third, if
okay,
possible.
no worries. So if you are in your first year, what you can do is first learn a language, a programming language, and that too only one. Don't jump from one language to other. Pick one, either Python, Java, or C++. And I would recommend either Java or C++, not Python. Python is for machine learning. You can do machine learning later, but for data structures, according to my point of view, either C++ or Java. Python is also recommended, but I would refrain from using it. Now, then see what happens is for 6 months, first 6 months, what usually happens is freshers go looking into videos. Which one is better? Starting with C++ or starting with Java? Or going Java or going doing Python? Don't do this. Pick what is your intuition. Start from that. Because if you are, like choosing language like a life or death sentence, it is you are wasting time. Choose one language, start working on it. Slowly and gradually you get to know other languages automatically, because if you have explored one language, you will automatically able to correlate other because they are almost same. Concepts are same. Exact same. Yes, the only thing is the syntax. Sometimes you write for loop in a different way in Python, you like a different way in C++, and that is different in Java. So first year specifically you can learn one programming language, and then on the second year move to data structures. In my entire placement journey, and specifically my entire Zomato interview and my entire experience for my onboarding till my onboarding and offer letter, 80% of the entire package was data structures. My online assessment was data structures. My 1.5 hour interview, in that 1.5 hour interview, my 50 to 60 minutes was entire data structures. My second interview, out of 60 minutes, 35 minutes was entire data structures. So in that entire thing, you can see how relevant is that just one subject.
So yeah, DSC is very important. I guess we should majorly focus over DSC and then we should
And
take
then,
next step over other skills.
and the other skills, that is
Yeah.
also what I will answer.
Yeah.
When you are developing skills, try to develop one skill first. What students usually do is 1 month they will do machine learning, next month they will jump to full stack, and on the third month they will jump to software development, and then to Android. Now what happens is after the semester is over, they have touched many things, but they are not good in one of them. So that should not happen. Have a depth wise knowledge rather than breadth wise, because if there is, let's say, you are doing MERN and you are very good at MERN, and there's one company coming for MERN only, they will automatically hire you. They automatically hire, because if you get to an interview, you're able to show how good you are in your skill, let's say MERN, they'll know there's no force that will stop you from getting job in there. And in our university, that is the best thing. Every type of company comes, whether it would be for gaming, whether it would be for electronics, whether it would be for computer science, whether for AI, for software, every type of company comes. Choose one domain, explore it to the maximum. If you get time, then jump to other. That is the only thing that I did. I haven't studied more. I know a good amount of AI. I've worked on it since it's my degree, and my main domain is Java and Spring Boot development, the backend Spring Boot. So that I did, and yes, these three things only that got me in Zomato. That's enough. That's enough. And even you know what's my package? It's around 56, and it's a very big package. So if you're only doing only three things, DSA, one programming language, and one framework of the programming language, you are good to go.
But you just need to be very good at them.
Yeah, you need to be good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to learn each and everything, just be above average in them.
So right now you have answered all the queries, like whatever the most of the students have, and I'm really thankful to you for coming to this podcast. And I just wish a great future to you, and I hope you keep always smiling
and grow as much as possible. Thank you so much, Bia, for your time, and thank you, Bia.